guys, my name is Nikki, aka the Dragon Queen, and today I'm going to do my May wrap-up. For this month, I actually successfully read 11 books. 10 were novels and 1 was a short story. Over that time, 3 were for work, the rest were for fun. The first book I read was Ninja and Shadow Dagger by Timothy P. Callahan. This is an indie book that has been published before but will be soon published through the Dragon's Rocket Ship Publishing along with its second book, The Protectors. The books follow superheroes, or EVOs, and honestly Ninja and Shadow Dagger follows those two superheroes, and it's very good. It's short, it's a quick read, and I can't give too much away about it yet. The Protectors, which I didn't read this month but I have read in the past, it follows a bad guy in a superhero book, which intrigues the hell out of me. So without giving too much away, that's what they're about. Timothy did a fantastic job of writing them, and I cannot wait for the company that I own to publish it. The second book I read was Obsession. This is a short story by Michael Levy. It is about a man who becomes obsessed with a superhero, and you follow him and his downward spiral to find out who this superhero really is. It was only like 6,000, 7,000 words. It was a very fast read, but it was fantastic. And this was actually a rewrite, which was had some changes done based off of some suggestions from us. Absolutely epic. Cannot wait to publish this one as well. When I have the dates for those two, I will let you know. The third book I read was Mooncalled by Patricia Briggs. I've talked about this book this month already. This book is the first in the Mercy Thompson series. It follows Mercy Thompson, a walker who is a mechanic. She can transform into a coyote at will, and in this one, it follows her and her past along with her life with the werewolf pack that lives right next door. It was a very good book. I knew I liked it. It's a reread for me. I actually picked it up so that I could get back into reading again. Then I picked up Bloodbound, which is book 2 by Patricia Briggs in the Mercy Thompson series. Follows the same main character, Mercy Thompson, but this one, it focuses more on her experience with the vampires now that the werewolf situation has been solved. So, of course, kind of. After that was the first book actually in the buddy readathon that I did. So after that, I took a break from Mercy Thompson and I read Necromancer's Dance, which is by S.J. Himes. I wasn't a huge fan of that one, but it followed a warlock, I believe, and his love interest, a vampire, and it was like their situation, and his brother it was all over the place. I wasn't a huge fan of that one, honestly. Then I read Eragon by Christopher Poloni. This book was really, really good. This was the last book in my buddy readathon that I did with my friend Emily. I really liked this book. I think I gave it 4 or 5 stars. 4 stars because the characters kind of irked me in some situations that they did. But I mean, it was a really good book, and I bought Eldest, which I plan on reading next month. So overall, I enjoyed it, and the buddy readathon was a success. After I read Eragon, I read a third book for the company, which was Mindslip. Mindslip is really good. We're not 100%. I'm not sure 100% yet if we are publishing it because the author it's in the author's hands right now. We have accepted it. However, it's up to the author now if we continue forward. Mindslip was a very interesting read. It follows a bunch of different people, and basically what happens is the entire world blacks out and everybody switches bodies. So human to human, human to animal, animal to human, all of that, and babies are suddenly in adults, and adults are suddenly in cats, and they can't talk, and like situations like that. And it was really intriguing to see the manifestation and the craziness that goes on after that and how they solve everything. That book currently is for sale if you want to pick it up. However, it's not being sold by my company yet. We shall see. The next book I got was, read was Iron Kiss by Patricia Briggs, which is book 3 in the Mercy Thompson series. This one focuses on the gremlin who is Z, her friend and mechanic who she used to work for and now owns the shop. She owns the shop that he gave her. And it follows some fae issues instead of the vampires and the werewolves. And I've actually read all those 3 books, and the next book is the 4th one I haven't read yet. So those were all rereads for me. I really enjoyed it, especially the second time around, so I definitely recommend this series. After that, I took a gander at Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger, and this book was hilarious. I was like, by page 4, I was like, I'm gonna love this book. I loved this book so much, it's not even funny. I gave it 5 stars. I loved the main characters, I love the situations, I love the fact that they're supposed to be all proper, but still murder people, and it was amazing. I cannot wait to read the second book, and I've had this on my bookshelf for a while, and I just kept putting it off because I thought it looked interesting, and it was a pure cover buy. And then my friend Em read it, and she's like, you need to read this. And I'm like, oh, I had that on my shelf. She's like, you need to read it now. Like, you'll love it. I know you will. So I did, and it was amazing. You should read it too. Next, I finished listening to the audiobook Outlander. I own the paperback copy, but I did listen to it in audiobook. Overall, this book was really good. I could understand why there's so much hype about it, especially with the TV show. I haven't seen the TV show. I'm itchy, so don't mind me. I haven't seen the TV show, but honestly, I definitely see why it's so popular. My only concern with it, at least with the audiobook, was it was really, really slow. The audiobook was 32 hours long, and I understand that the book is really long, but it was just so slow, and she talked so slow. So unbearably so. I had to listen to it at 2 times speed in order to get through it, because I listened to the first 5% months ago at 1 time speed, and I just couldn't finish it. I put it down, I didn't touch it again. And then when I listened to it again, 1 time speed for like 10 more percent, and I was like, oh, this is so slow. So I moved it up to 2 times, and then I flew through it. Like, I could not get enough of it because it was finally at a pace that I could consume it and still comprehend everything that was going on, but I could understand what's going on, and it was getting into my brain faster. So overall, I did really enjoy this book. I do plan on reading the other books, but again, I'll probably do the audiobooks, and I'll probably have to listen to them in 2 times speed. But they're very, very good. I love the interactions between Claire and Jamie. That's amazing. And I love seeing how different people act from the 1930s and the 1600s. It's fantastic. Finally, the last book that I read / am still reading, and I'll finish it before the end of this month, is Queen of the Tearling. This is a book club book that's due by the end of June for an amino apps book app thing. I can't remember what it's called. There's a chat that I'm in, and Tough Book Angels is the one that is running it on YouTube, and he's running the app or the chat, and that's the book that we're reading. It's really good so far. I'm not super far into it. I think I'm only 25% in, but it's a very, very quick read. I could probably finish it if I just sat down and read it for like a few hours. So far it follows a girl who was the princess of the late queen, and she was prophesied that she would die before her 19th birthday. So she was hidden for 19 years, and on her 19th birthday, they finally came and got her to bring her to her proper place, and that is on the kingdom, or in the kingdom as queen. I haven't gotten that far yet. She just made it to the castle. It's been very, very action-filled so far. I'm loving the characters so far. So I'm very curious to see what happens. Those are all the books I've read. I did plan on reading one more, but like I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it. How many books did you read this month? I'm actually surprised I read 11. If you're participating in a yearly book goal count, how close are you to yours? I am 9 behind because I took a 2-month reading break. So list down below what you're reading now, what you plan on reading soon, what you read this month, and if you have any recommendations for something I should read next month, let me know. I will probably be doing my TBR in a minute. Same shirt, because I am faster, stronger, and better. Yeah, because I'm awesome. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!